All right, this is the problem example I've been waiting to show you guys actually, and I came across it on our last swinging door that I'm going to install. You can see the door right behind me, and I have the jamb sitting over here on the ground. But I'm going to flip this around real quick. Once again, I have my laser line, and I'm going to tell you guys, I'll show you guys, how you need to determine which leg needs to be cut down, if the legs need to be cut down, and how to cut them down and why we cut them down. But flip around here, I'm going to show you real quick. Let's make sure I can get this thing set up, looking where it needs to look. Yeah, I'm thinking right about there. I don't know if you guys can see, here's my laser line right here. My laser line right here, sitting in the windowsill over there, so it's shooting a nice level line for me. So this is my hinge side. This is my latch side. If I look at my latch side right here, down from my laser line, I am 38 inches on the money. If I come over to this side, I am 37 7/8, which means this side is about a ½ inch higher. It's a ½ inch closer to that laser line that I've got right here, which means this side is about, or excuse me, 1/8 of an inch, not a ½ inch, 1/8 of an inch higher. This side's about 1/8 of an inch lower. Now, if I go, because we're on hardwood floors right here, I want my door jamb sitting on the floor. I don't want any gaps. I want it looking nice and tight and pretty, and I want it looking quality. So basically now, if one side's higher than the other, what's that going to do to my square door jamb? It's going to have one side higher than the other, one side higher than the other, like that. If I put that together that way, put the door in there, I might get the door to fit, I might get the door to swing open. But what's going to happen when I try and case that? I've got one jamb leg here, one jamb leg here. My 45-degree angles that I cut, are they going to work? I'm going to spend ½ hour just trying to alter and augment those cuts, just to make those cuts work. If I level this jamb out, if I take 1/8 of an inch off of one side, I put that thing in so it sits in there perfectly plumb and perfectly square. All I got to do is cut my 45s, boom, pop them up, and put them on there, my door casing. Put them up there at a 45-degree angle. I shouldn't have to change those cuts or mess with those cuts at all. That's why it's so important to do this right from the start, because if you don't, next thing you know, you're going to spend twice as long hanging that door because it's all out of whack. You're going to spend twice as long casing that door. And you're going to have a hard time if you ever remodel or decide to retrim your house or anything like that. It's just going to cost you time, time's costing you money. So, real quick, I have already gone over here. I need to take 1/8 of an inch off of the hinge side of my door jamb. My door jamb is now sitting on the floor right here. I have the skill saw out. I'm going to, ever so carefully, pick up my door jamb like this, maintaining its squareness, because I don't want this thing crunching together on the corners and blowing away my joints out there. A lot of times I'll do this with on the miter saw if I have a partner. Well, I don't have a partner today, and that miter saw is kind of busy out there. So all I'm going to do, I have my 1/8 of an inch. I just took 1/8 of an inch off here. Another thing you can do is check down from the top. Make sure your jamb legs are the same length on each side. I already did. I pulled a number down from the top, found out they were both 81 3/4 inches exactly. Well, if over there in my doorway, one side's 1/8 of an inch high, I'm going to take that 1/8 of an inch off right here. Smooth like butter. Alright, I'm going to stand this door jamb up real quick. I'm going to stand it in my entryway here. And hopefully show you guys exactly what I am talking about. If you give me 1 second here to flip around the camera once more. Open up camera, I don't want that door jamb falling. There. So now my door jamb is sitting roughly right where I want it to sit. Here's the hinge side that I took that 1/8 of an inch off of. If I measure from here down to my totally level, laser level line, 43 1/8 of an inch. If I go over here and check this side now, sitting where she's got to be. This is right here where the door is going to go on the jamb. And I measure down 43 1/8 of an inch. Well, therefore, thanks to that handy laser and a little bit of work beforehand, before I just start slamming the door together here, I know that this top is level. Therefore, when I set that door in there, it's going to go smoothly. And when I case this door out, more importantly, because I've got to cut 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have to cut 8 45-degree angles just to case out one door. And all I'm going to do is cut a 45. I don't have to measure or change it to 44 and a half or 46 degrees to make it work. It's going to go smoothly. So it's the last point I wanted to make on hanging doors here. I'm glad I got to make it on that last door. Talk to you guys soon.